In the lush, sun-kissed village of Umechi, beauty was not a small matter, it was a kind of currency. It opened doors, won favor, and commanded respect. And no beauty was talked about more than that of the young maiden Amara, daughter of Obi and Mama, famous palm oil merchants. Amara's beauty was described in metaphors. She looks like the first sunrise after 5 rainy days, the elders would say. Her eyes can hush a crying child, the market women whispered. Her smile is like ripe mango, the young men sighed. But behind all that admiration was a strange truth. No man ever approached her. Not for marriage. Not for courtship. Not even for playful flirtation. They looked at her the way one would look at a rare bird, something admired from afar but never touched. And this mystery grew until it formed a cloud over her household. As the years passed, Amara watched her mates marry, give birth, build homes, and bask in companionship. Meanwhile she blossomed even more, her beauty spreading like a quiet rumor that refused to fade. She is too perfect, some men murmured. I cannot stand beside her, others confessed privately. What if she rejects me? What if the gods laugh at me for trying? Fear became her veil. Amara carried herself with grace, but deep inside, something tugged at her. Why does beauty separate me instead of bringing closeness? She prayed. She wept. She wondered if she was cursed or invisibly flawed. Her mother grew restless. Her father avoided the topic. Her younger sister married before her, and even that stirred whispers. How can the younger marry before the elder? Does this girl's beauty scare destiny itself? The silence around her became heavier than a stone. One harmattan evening, when the air was dry and the red earth cracked beneath people's feet, an old woman arrived at the village square. She walked slowly, leaning on a carved wooden staff adorned with cowries. Her hair was white like the belly of a river wave. She carried a small leather pouch tied with a purple cloth. They called her Neka, priestess of the 4 winds, a woman who traveled where the spirits directed her. She asked for the elders. She asked for Amara. People gathered, murmuring, desperate for answers. They brought Amara forward. Neka studied her for so long that the whispers died into silence. Finally the priestess spoke. This girl's beauty is not the problem. It is the shadow around her beauty. A hush fell. Neka motioned Amara closer. She placed her wrinkled hand on the young woman's wrist. Her eyes widened. It is as I thought. A veil covers your soul. Men see your face, but not your essence. They admire you, but they cannot approach you. It is a spiritual blindness placed since your birth. Amara's heart pounded. Can it be removed? She asked softly. Neka smiled gently. Yes. And I have brought what will lift the veil. The villagers leaned in as Neka reached into her pouch. She pulled out a delicate waist bead, but unlike any they had ever seen. It shimmered like sunlight on water. Tiny stones glowed inside it as though watching the world. Some were coral. Some were golden. And some appeared alive, like miniature eyes. This is the Bead of Many Eyes, Neka announced. Forged by spirits older than this land. It doesn't create beauty, it reveals hidden truth. Amara swallowed hard. What will it do to me? When worn on your waist, it will lift the veil. Men will see, not just your beauty, but your soul's light. And with that sight, their destinies will be drawn to you. Wealth will come. Suitors will come. Attention will come. Everything will come. Amara hesitated. Will it force love? Neka's voice softened. No, child. It will only open eyes. What each man sees, that is his own truth. Amara accepted the bead with trembling hands. That night, Amara tied the bead around her waist. The moment it touched her skin, she felt a warm pulse, like a heartbeat that wasn't her own. Her lamp flickered, the air hummed. Something like an unseen veil lifted off her shoulders. She gasped as a strange calm filled her. By morning, the transformation began. When she stepped outside, men reacted instantly. The palm wine tapper froze mid-step. The hunter dropped his spear. The rich merchant stared at her as though he had never truly seen her. Whispers followed her everywhere. Ah! She is stunning. Why have we ignored this beauty? No, this is more than beauty, this is magnetism. By midday, her family compound was full of suitors. By the next day, wealthy men brought gifts, goats, fabrics, coins, foodstuffs. By the end of the week, her home overwhelmed with abundance. Her mother wept with joy. Her father danced. The entire village buzzed. Amara, however, felt something heavy beneath the excitement. Were these men seeing her, or the magic? Some suitors looked at her with greed glinting in their eyes. Some with hunger. Some with obsession. But none with tenderness. The bead glowed brighter every time someone admired her. And the brighter it glowed, the more uneasy she felt. As the days passed, the bead changed. At night, it hummed. Sometimes it burned lightly. Sometimes it vibrated as if responding to unseen spirits. And Amara began to hear things. Whispers. Hopes. Intentions of men passing by. Greed. Desire. Ambition. Envy. She could sense their motives as clearly as breath on her skin. She also felt their fears. She must marry me, I cannot lose this beauty. If I win her, my wealth will double. Her presence will raise my status. She will bring fortune to my lineage. Not one thought held pure affection. Her heart began to sink. One night, the bead grew so warm it woke her. A silhouette stood near her doorway. It was Neka. The bead has shown you everything you needed to see, the priestess said. Amara nodded, tears gathering. This is not love. This is hunger. Yes, Neka said. The bead attracts all eyes, good and bad. But now you must choose which eyes matter to you. Amara swallowed. What must I do? Remove the bead, Neka said. And watch the world separate into truth and illusion. Amara's fingers shook as she untied it. The moment it left her skin, its glow dimmed. The sudden silence in her spirit was almost shocking. By dawn, the suitors vanished. The gift stopped. The excitement died like a market fire after closing hour. Her compound was empty for the first time in weeks. Only one man came. A quiet fisherman named Chukwudi, a man who had always admired Amara from afar, greeting her shyly near the river. He carried no wealth. He brought no gifts. His clothes smelled of the river and fresh morning breeze. Amara, he said softly, I have always wanted to speak to you. But I feared you were beyond my reach. Not because of magic, not because of beauty, but because I thought you would never see a simple fisherman. Amara felt her heart tremble. Chukwudi continued. I may not have riches. I may not bring goats or gold. But I can bring honesty. I can bring loyalty. I can bring a heart that sees you, not your reflection. Amara felt her spirit warm in a way it never had, not even with the bead. For the first time, she felt seen, not admired. Cherished, not worshipped. Known, not possessed. When the elders heard of Chukwudi's visit, they were surprised. Why him, they asked. He has little to offer. He is not like the wealthy men who sought you. Amara only smiled. He came when the bead no longer shone. That means he came for me. The elders nodding slowly. Neka appeared for the final time, speaking her last prophecy. The bead revealed many eyes. But only one eye saw truth. And truth is the root of lasting love. With that, the priestess vanished into the forest, leaving behind only a faint smell of incense and destiny. Amara and Chukwudi married under the great Udala tree of Umechi. The villagers witnessed a celebration filled not with gold, but with genuine joy. And as they began their life together, Amara placed the bead in a wooden box and buried it by the river, thanking it for revealing what she was meant to know. Her beauty still turned heads. But now, her heart felt peace. Because the greatest magic was never in the bead. It was in being truly seen by the right eyes.